Hey everyone, it's Erin, your $5 Fashionista team leader, and I wanted to talk to you girls about some things that I've been thinking about for the last week or so. With all the new changes with paparazzi, you know, this is going to be a fall season like no other, and I just wanted to help give you ideas, things that you can do in your businesses that will help you just make it a terrific holiday season for you girls. So first off, I would encourage you, if you haven't done so already, especially if you just started off, make sure that you have a calendar. So here's my calendar. It's just like one of those books. You can see it's pretty marked up and full of things already. And along with this calendar, I mean, it goes everywhere with me. I'd be lost without it. My family schedule does not revolve around my paparazzi schedule. It's opposite. My paparazzi schedule revolves around my family schedule, and I mark my parties and do my parties on the open days that I have. And I always know which ones I have that are open on my calendar. So I'll know, okay, I have the 27th, the 24th, and the 19th open for parties in my head. So if anyone calls me out during that month, I can automatically tell them, oh yeah, how about the 19th, the 24th, or the 27th? I have all those days open. Let's book you down. Be aware of the days that you have open for parties. You know, and make sure, you know, if it helps you to highlight those, you know, I like to have a separate calendar, like a bigger one, just for booking parties at, you know, at my events and parties. So I'll just have a big calendar, sitting on the table somewhere, and I'll have the dates that I have open highlighted. So that way I can just tell the ladies at the party, go over to my calendar, all of my highlighted dates are the ones that are open, and sometimes I'll have one that's highlighted in a different color. So sometimes I'll have one that's highlighted pink, and I'll say, hey, you know, the one that's highlighted in pink, if you see a date that's in pink, because I'll have one for each month, those are going to be dates that will be double hostess rewards. So instead of getting 2 free items for hosting a party, which I like to do for my home events, I'll give my hostesses 2 free items plus the 10%. For my double rewards, they'll get 4 instead of the 2. Okay, so that is one way to you know, get jump started, get organized, is having your calendar available. Ways to get parties and events, you can find them on your, in different ways, in different things. You can go check out your local newspaper. Hold on just a second. Okay, kid tragedy is what we were dealing with. Okay, so go to your local newspapers, check out Craigslist, and just a tip on Craigslist, I like to go to their subcategories. I like to go to the community or the events page, and I like to search for vendor or bazaar or festival. Those individual keywords will help pull up all of those kinds of events on there. So also, your city's Chamber of Commerce is another place, and there's a lot of Facebook resources out there now. Just go locally and search on your Facebook for, you know, vendors in Ohio, or, I mean, I have like a vendor connection page. There's like 3 of them here for me, and so there's just it's a Facebook group of a bunch of vendors or people who do direct sales, and where they go and they share and post different opportunities and events with each other. So that can be a really great resource. So be looking for those Facebook groups in your local areas, because they could be really great in helping you get events that you wouldn't otherwise know about. You can create your own event, something like a vendor blender, where you invite other direct sell companies to your house, and you guys all set up a table, and you can have them each donate an item to raffle off as door prizes. You know, call it a vendor blender event, do some Christmas shopping all in one place. Anyway, it's a really great, fun thing to do. Call your schools, find out what events they have on their calendar. You know, also get a hold of their PTOs, because they do, they're usually the ones that are in charge of all those events. So you can kind of find out the ins and outs, if you can go set up tables there. And school events are usually the cheapest as far as booth fees. So definitely looking into those types of things as well. Your TV news channel stations usually have like a weekly calendar of events that are going on. You know, the sky's the limit. You can even just Google your area and Google events or bazaars or festivals. There's just so many ways to find out what's going on in your communities. Okay. Oh, like another one in my community, they're doing a business trunk or treat, like in October. So all the businesses, they're getting together in this huge parking lot at our city hall, and they are opening up their trunks, passing out business cards and candy to, I mean, who doesn't take their kid trick or treating, you know, something like that. It was really great. I went last year with my kids, and there was a ton of people there, you know, a great opportunity to share your business with others. Okay, so on to online parties. So this is a new tool that we've been given, and I just wanted to emphasize, you know, to utilize it as it is. It is a great tool. It's an online party, but also do those events, do those home parties, because, you know, online parties are great. Yes, they are. But there's just something to being able to see the jewelry in person and the excitement when women get together and shop, you know, together in groups. You know, you just can't compare the two. Bar none, my home parties far outweigh my online parties as far as sales, especially in the holiday season. So please, 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 if you at all possible, do home parties. At least do an open house at your house every month, like one time every month. So you better have one in October. You better be doing one in November, and do one in December, like maybe a week before Christmas. Just kind of a last minute, you know, gift shopping experience. Okay, so online parties, here are some tips. Make sure that if you have access to Facebook, and your hostesses do, that you are creating a Facebook event for your online party. Post your link to your party in there, and then pin that post to the top of your page. There's a way you can pin your posts. Hopefully you figured that out. Because that way, whenever anyone goes to the event, they can see that right at the top. They can find that link really easily. Make sure you're posting pictures of the inventory that we carry that's online for them to order on there. You can group them in sets, kind of like trend blends, so they can see that we have things that match with each other. Make sure that they see the variety that we carry, the headbands, the hair clips, lanyards, the urban jewelry that we have that's leather for the guys. Make sure that they know that we carry things for both men and women as well. You know, make your online parties fun. Any way you can engage the guests and, you know, have them constantly coming back and checking your Facebook party, you know, your Facebook party, that event is a really great thing. I like to do contests and drawings. You know, you could do flyby freebie. It's flyby freebie is where you just post a piece of inventory on your page, like say a necklace or a bracelet that you're going to give away for free to whoever comments first on it. And let the guests know that throughout the event that you're going to be giving away free items, and so that they need to constantly be checking back if they want to earn free items. I also do an early bird shopping drawing. So anyone who maybe shopped the very first day of the party, they'll get entered into a drawing for a free item. You know, you can do it at the end of the party. Whatever you like to do, but keep it fun and keep them just actively involved in the party. You know, a good thing to give away for your online parties especially is the Starlit Shimmer items, because those are not available for them to buy online, but a lot of women are buying stuff for their kids, their grandkids, you know, their nieces. So having that Starlit Shimmer, you know, open and available for them to purchase on your Facebook page, do it if you'd like to, but just know that they would have that extra, you know, shipping that they had to pay for. So, but, you know, like if you're going to be giving away free items anyway, throw them in there. Have a group of 5, you know, Starlit Shimmer items, like 2 rings, a bracelet, and 2 earrings, and throw it in there in a little package and say, okay, you know, whoever tags the most friends in this picture will win this Starlit Shimmer grouping. You know, something like that that's really fun, that they're not going to be able to shop and buy for themselves online because it's not available for them. So, okay, last thing I want to talk to you about, as I was thinking this week, is the things that hold us back. You know, what keeps us from our goals? What's stopping us from reaching the stars? You know, and our full potential of what we want to do, what we want to see in our businesses. What's holding us back? I mean, you're going to have people who say, oh, look at that jewelry, you know, it's just jewelry. Everyone does jewelry parties. Or, you know, someone's going to say, you know, I can never get parties. You know, how can you get so many parties? I've been to those kind of parties. Or, you know, you can just have people flat out say, you know, I can't believe you're doing this. You don't have time for this. This is ridiculous. It's not going anywhere. I mean, you're going to have those doubts. And you know what, though? But the number one thing is we have our own self-doubts. We are the number one reason that we don't succeed, that we aren't doing great in our businesses, or better, or at least we can always be doing more, is what I'm saying. And I was pondering this the other day, and I was thinking about myself. I'm like, if I take down all my walls, you know, what's holding me back from where I want to be? You know, I can always hide behind, oh, well, you know, I have 5 kids. I don't have the time. We're always doing all this stuff. And that's not really true, because I've seen my business grow even with all of that. Like, I've still been able to do things and be successful, even though I have this really crazy busy schedule with the rest of the stuff that happens in my life. It hasn't stopped me from constantly progressing to paparazzi. So time, you know, having no time is not an excuse, because especially with the online tool, even if you don't have a lot of time, you can still be doing something each day, even if it's like 5-minute, whatever, you know, post a picture or post on your Facebook page, advertise for your business. That takes 2 seconds. I mean, well, maybe a little bit more than 2 seconds, but you get my meaning. It doesn't take very long at all to do something every day to build your business. And this is the thing, my biggest fear is failure. I mean, I stripped it down and I was like, what is holding me back? What am I so afraid to do? And you know what? It really comes down to this. I am so afraid to fail. I want to succeed so badly that just the thought of not meeting my goals and not succeeding is the fear that I have. I don't want things to not work out. I want to be successful. I don't want to fail. That is my biggest fear, and sometimes it holds me back. You know, I'm sure it does for you too. Just think about phone calls when you are calling up people cold turkey to see if they will book a party for you. The number one fear you probably have is for them to say no, and then you feel like, oh, that's fail. I failed. You know, we have the fear of them saying no because that means we fail. That's not what it means. You know, we have got to not be afraid to fail. We have to be ready to pick ourselves back up and try again and try again and try again until we succeed. You know, sometimes it takes you failing 10 times for you to succeed 1 time. And that 1 time just makes it all worth all of those 10 times you fell down. So really, you guys, strip it down and find out what it is that's holding you back. What are your fears? Is it like me, like you have a fear, fear to fail? That is something I'm going to be working on. Is I'm going to tell myself, you know, no matter how many times I get negative thoughts thrown at me by other people or by myself, I'm going to push them away. I'm not going to be afraid to fall down. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm going to go for it. You know, if I have these ideas, I'm like, oh, this could be really awesome, or I could just land on my face. It could be horrible. You know what? I'm not going to care anymore. I'm going to go for it no matter what. I'm not going to be afraid to fail anymore. If I don't push myself, if you guys don't push yourselves, you're not going to see that success in your life that you really, really want. You know, push yourselves, you know, even if it's just a little bit more each week or each day, just do something a little bit more that just kind of scares you. And be proud of it. Be proud. If you called someone up and you got a no, and it was like a huge, really no, be proud of yourselves. Be proud that you tried, you know. It's better that you be proud of yourselves for trying than not knowing what could have happened if you hadn't even, made that phone call. Don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to fail. Go out there and, do your very best and be proud of yourselves, no matter what the outcome is, because you did something. You did something. You weren't static. You weren't stationary. You were moving. You were doing something to push your business further. So I want you girls to be thinking about that throughout the season. What can you do to push yourselves further and to help you grow as a business and as a person? Anyway, I hope you guys find amazing success, even with all your failures that I hope you guys are going to be reaching for and trying your best at. And anyway, I love you guys all. Please feel free to call me, text me, message me. You know how to find me on Facebook. I am here for you. I care about your businesses. I hope to see a lot of awesome things out of you girls. I want you all to succeed and have a great, great holiday shopping season because we are going to party with paparazzi. So I will see you.